Let's build a house for every single career in The Sims 4, but the budget for the home will be the real-life annual salary of that career. I am part of the EA Creator Network, so some packs were gifted to me and some packs I've purchased myself. So this is going to be a new build series on my channel. I've been wanting to do a series like this for a really long time, and then I also received some comments from you guys saying you wanted to see a house for every single career. As you guys know, I always like to incorporate some sort of rule or restriction on my building. I just think it makes it a little bit more fun and interesting. And for this series, I thought that adding kind of like a realistic budget would be kind of cool, because The Sims isn't always super realistic. Like, you can literally become a millionaire selling junk at a garage sale. So I thought it would be a cool idea to add a touch of realism to these houses, and along the way we can compare and contrast the different professions and the houses they can afford. But as per usual, let me know what you guys think of this idea down below, and also which career you guys want me to build next, and also if you have any ideas on how I can improve this series, or like any additional rules or restrictions or anything I should implement into future episodes. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So without further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to be starting with the culinary career, and the culinary career in The Sims 4 has two branches. You can either be a chef or a mixologist. Obviously, having the cooking skill is very important for this career, but also if you do choose the mixologist branch, having a high charisma skill is also really important. To increase your performance at work, it's also important to go to work inspired, so taking a thoughtful shower or browsing art on the computer before work is a good idea. Now to talk about the money. In The Sims, as a level 1 assistant dishwasher, you're making $135 a day. And by the time you work your way up to level 10 as a celebrity chef, you're making $2,460 a day. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but we're gonna check Google, and according to Google, the average professional chef makes $51,530 per year. But since I don't know any professional chefs and I can't ask them if this is accurate or not, we're gonna go with this. If you're a chef and you like pay transparency, feel free to let me know down below if this sounds about right. But hey, we have $51,000 to work with. Let's get started on our culinary career home. Okay, we're just building on this lot in Newcrest. I figured this was an appropriate world for a chef to live in. I don't know. And I'm starting off with a pretty simple silhouette. I have a little bit of a reference photo here. I'll pop it up on screen right now, but it's just a, you know, kind of modern looking, neutral looking thing. I don't know, kind of back to my roots of what I used to love to build in The Sims. I feel like I've been doing so many like specific aesthetic or like weird shaped homes with all of my shell challenge series lately that I haven't really just done a good old-fashioned kind of like modern build. So let's see if I still got it, you guys. Now, I didn't point it out in the beginning, but I did set the budget to exactly what it needed to be at the start. So as you can see, we only have $48,000 left to work with, but I'm not really like nervous at all. $50,000 in The Sims to make a home is actually pretty good, I would say. Although I probably shouldn't really speak, because I feel like I never look at the budget when I'm building in general, so maybe it's not enough and I have no idea what I'm talking about. It really makes me think though, like, do you guys actually look at the prices of the items when you guys are building, or do you just like not really care? Because I feel like the prices are never that accurate anyways, so I have a habit of just like never looking, to be honest. I just went in with these new windows from the Love Struck expansion pack. I love the like design in them, and for some reason I always gravitate towards the simple one from the Growing Together pack. It's beautiful. Let's use this basic black sheet metal roofing with a matching black trim. And this eco lifestyle wood paneling matches the photograph pretty accurately, as does this black spa day vertical paneling. For this front section, I'm using the lightest swatch of this brick from the Horse Ranch pack. I'm gonna raise this up on a small platform, and that's basically the completed silhouette of the house. I know it looks kind of meh right now, but I'm hoping that with landscaping and everything, it will look a little bit better, hopefully. Trust the process, I guess. I'm thinking of turning these windows like inside out so that the little beige panel isn't sticking out. So now let's go in with a little porch and then do the landscaping and pray that we can like zhuzh this up a little bit more. I understand it's looking rather underwhelming, and I promise I won't let you down. Okay, for starters, let's move the house back on the lot a little bit. I feel like when the house is really far back on the lot, it makes the house feel more more luxurious because it's like, ooh, look at all this land I have that my house can be like way back over there in the distance, you know? We'll obviously do some shrubbery in and around the home like so. I don't know, just putting it like everywhere, I guess. More is more. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot just now that we actually have a budget and I can't just, you know, be more is more all the time because I could, you know, blow the whole budget on the outside. So let's be more mindful. I want to mimic that curved sidewalk thing. So I'm gonna put like 2 lines like this and then grab the square tool and then try and like connect it like so. I don't know, is that a horrible idea? Oh gosh. Yikes. That's actually not that bad. Okay, that's fine because we'll line it with like plants and such, so you won't really see the monstrosity of that. Let's make sure we get a lot of the dirt going here. I feel like that's really important for this lot. You guys, I've been doing way too many interiors lately with like all of the challenges and shell challenges that I've completely forgotten how to do like a good exterior. I honestly, I blame you guys. I don't know why, but I just feel like somebody has to take the blame and it's not gonna be me. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to landscape. This is bad. We also need to be mindful of the fact that we do in fact have a budget and we've used about $6,000 already, which isn't too bad actually. I think we should be done with the exterior pretty soon. Okay, I think it's actually starting to look a little bit too overgrown, so I'm gonna be deleting some plants if anything, which is good because then we'll free up some budget. We have more money. Give me some more money. I think putting a few of these rocks to kind of anchor the landscaped portions would help us out. I'm just using the cheapest rock type as well. This one is only $20, whereas some of these ones over here are like 90, 70, 50, 40. I don't know where the Sims team comes up with how they want to price their rocks, but you best believe I'm using the most affordable one, okay? I will have enough money to possibly put a nice fence around this property. That's always a luxury, right? This one from the base game is pretty good, but I know that this one from the backyard stuff pack is actually way cheaper. It's only 25 simoleons per, I don't know, like per panel, I guess. And it actually looks nicer, so why don't we go with this one? It's cheaper and it's nicer. Just using this terrain paint to make the rock path to the back and connect it to the front. Now I wanted to put the like house number sign. This came with the Love Struck expansion pack. I think it's such a cute little piece. I like how it came with a lot of different number options and swatches, so you don't have to use like the same one on every single house. But that's gonna be it for our basic front facade. Now we need to move on to the sides and the back. First of all, I think I want to add like a large back porch here, just because I think they're gonna want to have like an outdoor dining section, especially since they are a chef. They're gonna be having a lot of dinner parties. Maybe these huge eco lifestyle sliding doors here, and then perhaps like an outdoor garden or something. Gardening is not an essential skill for the culinary career, but I just feel like they would want to grow a lot of their own ingredients. Or maybe they wouldn't because they're like so tired from like cooking all day that they'd rather just get it at the grocery store. I don't know. I already told you before, I don't have any chef friends, so I'm just making it up as I go. Let's just go in with these plain black ones from the base game. As for the outdoor dining, I immediately think to use just the backyard stuff pack. This is like my go-to for patio furniture. Once you have this pack, you're basically covered for all of eternity when it comes to backyard stuff. Like, we really don't need anything else. And I'm okay with that. Let's throw down a barbecue for good measure, maybe also the matching countertops, and I think we're pretty much done with the exterior. And here's the exterior of our chef's house, all done. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love how there is a large entertaining section at the back and also this little bonus outdoor garden. I love the color scheme too. It feels very like old school Dr. Ashley, if you know what I mean. And oh my gosh. Okay, I did not look at the budget. I didn't realize we only had 36,000 simoleons left. So I used approximately 15,000 for the exterior. Imagine if you could build a full-blown house, like just the exterior, like this for 15K. I feel like that's pretty cheap. So yeah, 36,000 for the interior. It's not that big, so I think we should be okay. I do want to give this sim a very, very large kitchen though. That might be a little bit pricey. Let's see how we make out. This is going to be for one single sim. I think for all of these houses in this series, I'm going to make them for one sim, unless it makes sense to, you know, make it a family home or something. Let me know what you guys think. What am I gonna do for floor plan though? I guess it makes the most sense to section off a bedroom over here. So if we have the bedroom over here, this can be a very large formal dining area, which will also have maybe like a little mini bar or bar section here too, because we also have to take into account the mixology branch of the career too. I think this is a pretty basic floor plan. I just had a random thought. I'm thinking of like punching this out just ever so slightly so I can put the entrance to the primary bedroom on this side. Let me know what you guys think of this floor plan, and let's get started on the kitchen first. Now I do think the obvious choice would be to use these like culinary kitchen counters, because these are the ones you get with the culinary career. You also get this fridge with the culinary career as well. Let's use this stovetop from the Jungle Adventure pack. It has like the gas stove burners, which is definitely what chefs would want. I'm really second guessing these counters at the moment, you guys. I think maybe even like the Jungle Adventure ones would honestly look better. It looks a bit more homey, don't you think? I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Oh, maybe the Cool Kitchen stuff pack counters could be nice too. Oh gosh, am I gonna change it again? Okay, wait. As usual, it doesn't hurt to try it out. Okay, because that is kind of nice too, don't you think? And then we'll have to do like open shelving or some items from like the dine out pack. Like grab these MasterChef utensils over here, using the shelf across the entire backsplash. There needs to be a good balance between like chef's kitchen but also like home kitchen, because a chef lives here but this isn't a restaurant, this is still their home. Let's go in with some bar stools. Now we do have a ton of bar stools. We've just been getting a lot of them lately in various packs, and it's hard to keep up with which one is my favorite nowadays. I do like these ones from, what is it, Growing Together? I think they're so cool and like retro looking. That actually looks pretty sweet. It's giving a lot of personality to this kitchen somehow. Now before I get too deep into the clutter, I need to decide on a backsplash. We got some cool tiles from the Love Struck expansion pack that could work as a kitchen backsplash like this one. We also got it in this black color, which looks super sick. I think that looks a little bit too retro, and I'm also considering going back to my roots and using the classic dine out white brick that I used to always use. Wow, this is such a throwback, you guys. Should I go for it? I kid you not, I used to use this brick in legit every single builds, like ever. It used to be my absolute favorite. Now let's just go in with all of our typical kitchen clutter, like knives and probably this fruit bowl, and I'll be right back when it's all done. Okay, here is the kitchen all cluttered up. First and foremost, I did add this spandrel and column situation. I feel like it separates out the kitchen a little bit better and adds like a nice black border. It's just very pretty and makes the space feel very like purposeful, if you know what I mean. But overall, just your typical array of kitchen clutter. I tried to add more like chef things, like this professional knife rack and multiple spice racks and tons of pots and pans and things like that, just to make it feel like a more serious cooks in here and not just like your typical, you know, bachelor or something. So that's gonna be our chef's kitchen all done. When we moved onto the interior, we had 35,000 simoleons left, and now we only have 22,000 simoleons left. So we essentially spent like over $10,000 on the kitchen, which is, you know, rightfully so because this is a chef's house, but we have pretty much blown the whole budget on the kitchen. With that being said, I think we should move on to the bathroom. In fact, let's try and save as much money as we can. I'm going in with this base game shower first and foremost, and then just a simple toilet from Tiny Living. How do we feel about using this industrial chef's sink from the Dino pack for our bathroom? Maybe we can find a shower that has a similar hardware to match. The shower from Seasons is kind of sweet. Let's go with this cute spa day mirror to kind of offset the industrial vibes. I want to do something dark on the floor and walls, maybe this dine out tile. And let's swap out the overhead light for this sconce lighting. This one is from the Growing Together pack. I absolutely love it. Because we've gone for a slightly orangey, warmer vibe in this bathroom, I think we only have one piece of art that would actually fit well in this bathroom. And it does kind of go with the culinary chef vibe as well. Say it with me on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. The egg painting. Yes. The egg painting is the absolute perfect painting for this bathroom. Literally nothing else would go. Like any other painting would just clash at this point. But this, perfection. Absolute interior design perfection right there. Yeah, and that's gonna finish off our bathroom right like that. Perfect. Have you ever seen a more perfect bathroom in your life? I'll wait. The answer is no. So, with that being said, let's move on. We have 19,000 simoleons to do 3 more rooms. Yeah, so I'm a little nervous, I can't lie. I think the next thing we do need to make sure we have enough room for is the dining room, because that's a big part of this chef's life, is, you know, making food for people. And I do also want to include some sort of like mini bar or bar area back here too, again for that mixology skill. It's not going to be the type of bar that you can like serve people at, but if you face it into the wall like so, you can still use it and practice the mixology skill. Oh, this one that actually comes with the culinary career would be perfect because it's like modern and looks kind of like cool and snazzy. Wait a second, how much was this item? I feel like I have no money left. $3,000? Oh my gosh, wait, is it worth the splurge? Some of these base game ones are only 1,000. This one's only 900. Oh gosh, I literally chose the most expensive one, didn't I? Okay, wait, I need to rethink this. What about this base game one? It's only $600 though. It would really save us a lot of money. Okay, how about I use this base game one? As much as it pains me, it still accomplishes the exact same thing because I think I need to make smart financial decisions right now. Maybe now we can splurge on some expensive chairs since we, you know, were smart earlier and whatnot. I do really like these modern chairs from the City Living pack. I think they're very like chic. Mind you, these chairs were $300 a piece, so we basically just spent $2,000 on chairs, but you know, it's justified. We saved money on the bar, right? I honestly don't know. I'm not the best at budgeting in The Sims, okay? I like luxurious stuff. I'm not a budget builder. I'm just not. I'm not built that way. Now all we need to do is just slap on a light fixture, a rug, and a wallpaper and call it a day. We don't need to spend any more money. In fact, we cannot spend any more money. Even if we wanted to, we couldn't. Let's grab this like cool contemporary light fixture from the Get to Work pack, get rid of our pot light, and that's, you know, that's doing some cool things. Maybe I should size it down a little bit. Yep, that looks a lot better. Let's pick a rug now. Hopefully a cheap rug. Oh, this one from the Book Nook kit is only 90 bucks? Is that not like a major steal? Let's go. Why don't we try this kind of like barfy green color? Oh yeah, that's speaking to me in more ways than one. And then let's put a centerpiece and then a wallpaper and then we're done. I refuse to spend more than $100 on flowers in this game. Oh yeah, this is getting expensive. 100 bucks? I thought The Sims was supposed to be an escape. And then we have some expensive inflation on the plants in this game. It's ridiculous. Okay, this one is beautiful, and it's only 75 simoleons, so I love that. Would it be crazy to do some sort of like statement wallpaper in this room? I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it's not really the vibe of this home, so it's gonna be a no today. Just stick to the basics, Ash. Do your little spa day thing again and whatnot. Oh, maybe the eco lifestyle slats? I haven't really used those in here. That's kind of nice. Oh, I love the darkness, actually. Wow, I'm actually like surprised at how much I like that. I kind of put it down as a joke, and it's pretty affordable. $5 a panel. Sign me up. Let's do artwork and then move on with our lives because I'm done with this dining room. Something large and preferably under $300 is my budget here. Maybe this new art from the Love Struck expansion pack. It's only 215 simoleons, so I kind of like this one better, so why don't we go with that? And this thing in the corner is kind of driving me crazy, so I think I need to cover it with a plant. Just attempt to cover it at least. That's our kind of dark, moody, neutral, contemporary dining room and mixology bar station all done. So yeah, we only have 15,000 simoleons left for the entire house. But I do like how it's coming along. Let's save the bedroom for last because personally I think it's the least important to me. Like worst case scenario, we just plop down a bed and call it a day. So let's make sure we get a TV going. I do like this this leather scenario. I also like how the piping here kind of matches the bar stools. I'm getting the feeling that this entire build is very neutral so far, so I want to do something colorful on this wall. We have this navy blue from Spa Day right here, which could be pretty. Or if we want something more solid, there's like a normal concrete as well. I'm changing my mind about this chair. I don't like it anymore. I want this armchair from the Growing Together pack instead. I don't like this coffee table anymore either. It's too small. I want this mid-century vibe one from the Get Famous pack. I'm also considering using this shelf from the kitchen. It's like the chef shelf. It kind of helps to tie in the kitchen and the living room, and it's functional because we can put like various clutter pieces. I was gonna say like a game console or something, but I don't think that a chef would be gaming. They should be reading culinary books and stuff, focusing on learning new recipes and all that jazz. Let's grab this cookbook display from the Home Chef Hustle Kit. I think that's perfect. And the stack of cookbooks is the perfect coffee table book as well. Okay, we are seriously running low on cash, you guys. We're at the 10,000 simoleon mark, so we gotta finish up this living room. This Angry Chef movie poster painting is perfect. Let's put that there. Some of these swatches from the Bistro Cafe kit should also work. Let's just explore what they have. Oh, some of these cocktail and wine ones would work really well. I kind of like this cocktail and beer one. It looks very like sophisticated. I think putting an overhead light right above the TV would be kind of cool. Something like this one, which is from, I think this one is actually supposed to be for like a greenhouse or something. Maybe instead of overhead light, we go with a floor lamp, just because I don't want to block the vision of the TV. This lamp from the Book Nook kit immediately comes to mind. It's just like the perfect modern staple. And that's all the budget I want to spend on the living room. So this is it all done. I absolutely love it. I think the addition of the navy blue really brought it all together, and then it really makes the kitchen kind of pop and stand out over in the corner. But finally, we are left with 9,500 simoleons to finish our primary bedroom. We have kind of gone down an industrial modern route, so I think this industrial loft kit bed would be a good choice. It is only 900 simoleons too. Okay, hear me out. This yellow color might be perfect because we did go with like navy in the common area, so yellow might be a good accent to that. It'll be extremely subtle, but it might be good. I don't know. Trust the process. And to tie it in with the kitchen on the opposite end of the home, I'm gonna grab this dine out brick once again. For some reason, I've been really underwhelmed with the end table selection lately. I just feel like I gravitate towards the same ones over and over again, and I don't know, I just need something new to like shake things up, if you know what I mean. To be honest, I kind of feel the same way about dressers. Like we get new ones like this and stuff, but they don't really like excite me. I don't know what it is. Like they're all just kind of, they're just okay. Like this one from the For Rent pack is the last dresser that like truly excited me. We are looking pretty good on budget, so I can begin to splurge a little more if I want to. Like I can do this big floor to ceiling mirror on this side. That's kind of cool, right? I don't know. I also want to use these sconces on either side of the bed instead of using table lamps. These are the same ones I used in the bathroom, so it is more cohesive. And once again, we have to pick a rug, and I don't think I'm gonna choose a fluffy one for the third time. So maybe this one from City Living, I don't know. Just going in with some curtains. These are the black ones from the My First Pet Stuff pack. We can't forget this wine painting on the blank wall here. That's perfect. We'll clutter the shelves with even more cookbooks. Seriously, this person absolutely loves cooking, okay? That's why they made it their entire job. Okay, we are almost at the end of our budget. We have 3,700 simoleons left, but that is more or less going to be it for the bedroom. I think that this bedroom matches the vibe of the rest of the house pretty well. The yellow bedspread is a nice pop of color, like visually when you're looking at the build from the top down. Now we have just under 3,700 simoleons to spruce up this house and add in anything that we were holding back on, like add any finishing touches. We'll grab this coat rack from the base game, as well as maybe a shoe rack, or maybe just like scattering a bunch of shoes by the door instead. Let's also not forget about random realistic items like these light switches that came with the base game. I feel like the build community like freaked out when these were added to the game, like, oh my gosh, like finally, but realistically, I like never use them and I always forget about them, but I should make more of an effort. Adding some more plants to these empty corners. You know, if I have extra budget, I'm definitely spending it on plants. I guess it is safe to splurge on some of the more expensive rocks now to make the landscaping look more complete. The backyard is looking a little bit empty. We can add some of these lounge chairs for outdoors. Okay, that looks great. We have 100 simoleons left. I am just realizing that I didn't put a stereo, which is honestly really important, especially if you want to have dinner parties. So I think I'm gonna have to actually sell some of these expensive rocks that I was so excited about. I can afford this wall speaker and just place it on the wall up here, which is good enough for dinner parties. Okay, with 50 simoleons left, let's re-buy back a rock, but get the cheaper one this time. And there you have it. That is all the money spent, minus 4 simoleons obviously, but I think that's pretty darn close. And here's our house all done for a sim who is pursuing the culinary career, whether they're a top celebrity chef or a top bartender or mixologist. This house would be absolutely perfect for them, and this is what they could realistically afford with a real world salary of, I can't remember what the salary was now. With that budget, we were able to make a really beautiful home. Like, I can't imagine what other homes we're gonna be making if we start going into the more like super duper wealthy professions like doctor or something. We're gonna be building a mansion. I'm so happy with the vibe and the color scheme we went for in this house as well. I wasn't really going for any particular aesthetic. I was mainly concerned with like, how nice of a home could I make with 51K? I think if we start adding like aesthetic rules to it, it could get a little bit more complicated. Let me know down below if you guys liked this build or not, and if you like this concept as a series. Do you think it could get kind of repetitive? Because I'm thinking there's a good chunk of professions that make like a similar amount of money, like the $50,000 to $100,000 range or something, and then the houses will kind of just look kind of similar, and it kind of defeats the purpose. Should we only go for the like very polarizing professions, like ones that make very little and ones that make a lot of money? I'd love to hear your thoughts. But with that being said, please let me know down below which career in The Sims I should tackle next, and yeah, what you think of this series in general. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing for weekly Sims 4 videos. Also, as you guys know, I do have an EA creator code. It's DoctorAshley. You can use it at checkout, and 5% of your purchase will go towards supporting my channel instead of to EA's pockets. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys next week, and as usual, I hope you all have a very above average day. Love you!